Hello, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Here is Pawan Kumar, and you are watching Online Study Lovers Ki Pathshala. My dear friends, in this video, we are going to study 50 most important MCQs from sonnet number 29, which is written by William Shakespeare. And these questions are very useful to you for LTGATE exam, GIC exam, NVS, KVS, UPTGT, UPPGT, and UGC NET, etc. So friends, if you feel like the content useful, then don't forget to like the video and as well as subscribe the channel to share video with your friends. So let's start without any more delay with question number 1. Friends, question number 1. Who is the poet of sonnet number 29? A. William Carlos, B. William Blake, C. William Wordsworth, and D. William Shakespeare. Correct answer will be option number D. William Shakespeare. Question number 2. Under whose reign did Shakespeare live and work? Queen Elizabeth IV, B. Queen Elizabeth III, C. Queen Elizabeth I, and D. Queen Elizabeth II. And correct answer option number C. Queen Elizabeth I. Question number 3. Shakespeare took his education at the Stratford upon Avon. Option number A. Westminster School. Option number B. Grammar School. Option number C. St. Paul's School. And option number D. Dorchester School. So friends, correct answer will be option number B. Grammar School. Question number 4. At the age of 18, Shakespeare married 26 years old Anne Hathaway, Florence Nightingale, Jane Austen, and Rosalind Franklin. Correct option will be option number 1, Anne Hathaway. Question number 5. When did Shakespeare begin writing for the stage? Option number 1, 1570s. Option number B, 1580s. Option number C, 1590s. Option number D, 1560s. Correct answer will be option number 2, 1580s. Question number 6. Shakespeare's plays first collected in 1622, 1620, 1623, 1635. Option number C, 1623 will be correct answer. Question number 7. What Shakespeare is famous for? A. Sonnets, B. Comedies, tragedies, and history plays, C. Lyric poet, C. and D. Comedian. So friends, correct answer will be option number B. Comedies, tragedies, and history plays. Question number 8. Shakespeare's sonnet were collected and printed in 1632, 1633, 1611, 1609. So friends, correct answer will be option number D, 1609 by Thomas Thorpe. Question number 9. What are the titles of Shakespeare's longer poems? Shakespeare's longest poem title will be Paradise Lost and the Fall of Soul, Venus and Adonis and the Rape of Lucrece. Option number C, The Rime of Ancient Mariner and Kubla Khan. And option number D, The Iliad and Odyssey. So friends, correct answer will be option number B, Venus and Adonis and the Rape of Lucrece. Question number 10. How many sonnets did Shakespeare compose? Option 1, 158. Option number B, 156. Option number C, 154. And option number D, 155. Correct answer will be option number C, 154. Question number 11. What are the themes of Shakespearean sonnets? Option number 1, love, beauty, and time. Option number B, love, work, and God. Option number C, love, nature, and future. D, love, lover, and beloved. Correct answer will be option number 1, love, beauty, and the time. Question 12. Who is the founder of sonnet? A. Italian Renaissance poet Petrarch. B. William Shakespeare. C. William Wordsworth. D. Kalidas. Correct answer will be option 1, Italian Renaissance poet Petrarch. Next question. What did Shakespeare reinvent to form a new model of sonnet? Traditional subjects of sonnet. B. Traditional form of sonnet. C. Traditional culture of Italian people. D. Traditional rules and principles of Petrarchan sonnet. And correct answer will be option number D. Traditional rules and principles of Petrarchan sonnet. Next, Shakespeare's sonnets have dash dash touch. A. An autobiographical touch. B. A biographical. C. A historic. And D. An urban. Correct answer option 1, an autobiographical touch. 15. Who inspired Shakespeare to write sonnet? His teacher, his parents, his wife, Italian Renaissance poet Petrarch. Correct answer option D, Italian Renaissance poet Petrarch. Friends, question number 16. What is a sonnet? Sonnet. Option 1, a lyric poem of 14 lines with description of love. B. A lyric poem of 40 lines with different figures of speech. C. A poem of 40 lines with no fixed rhyme scheme. D. A lyric poem of 14 lines with fixed rhyme scheme. Correct answer will be option number D. A lyric poem of 40 lines with fixed rhyme scheme. 16. And this is repeated. So let's move to the question number 17. A sonnet is typically written in A. Iambic trimeter. B. Iambic monometer. C. Iambic pentameter. D. Iambic tetrameter. So correct answer option C, iambic pentameter. Question number 18. What are the two types of sonnet? A. Petrarchan and Milton. B. Petrarchan and Italian. C. Shakespearean and English. And D. Petrarchan or Italian and Shakespearean or English. Correct option number D, Petrarchan or Italian and Shakespearean or English sonnet. Next question. The last two lines of Shakespeare's sonnet is called A. Sestet. B. Octave. C. Couplet. D. Couplet. Correct answer will be option number D, couplet. Question 20. What is the rhyme scheme of Shakespearean sonnet? Option A, B B A B B A, D C D, D C D, B, A B B A, C D C, C D C. Option C, A B, C D, E F, G G. Option D, A B C D, D C D, C. And correct option will be option C, A B, C D, E F, G G. Next question. How does Shakespeare divide 14 lines of his sonnet? A. 3 quatrains of 4 lines and a final couplet. 4 quatrains of 3 lines and a final couplet. C. Octave and sestet. D. 2 quatrains of 6 lines and a final couplet. Correct answer option number A, 3 quatrains of 4 lines and a final couplet. Question number 22. Sonnet 29 begins with a mood. A. Pleasure. B. Happy. C. Despondent, unhappy or hopeless. D. Joyous. Correct option number C, despondent, unhappy, hopeless. Next question. What does Shakespeare lament on in sonnet 29? A. His married life. B. His unmarried life. C. Death of his wife. And D. His misfortune. Correct answer will be option number D. His misfortune. Question number 24. The poet's misery, sadness, is heightened by the absence of A. Parents. B. Property. C. Wealth. D. Friends, luck, talent and fortune. Correct answer option number D. Friends, luck, talent and fortune. Next question 25. Initially Shakespeare finds himself envious because he thinks that he is not blessed with dash dash, or why does Shakespeare hate himself initially? So friends, options are talent, hope, scope and good company, acting and painting, wealth and property, pretty wife. So friends, correct option number 1, talent, hope, scope and good company. Next question. Poet's despair comes to an end when he thinks of parents, brother, his beloved, his friends. Correct answer option number C, his beloved. Next 27. What compels Shakespeare to forget his trouble dash despair? A. Presence of his relatives. B. Presence of God. C. Presence of wealth. And D. Presence of love of friendship. And friends, correct answer will be option number D. Presence of love of friendship. Question number 28. What does the Shakespeare of sonnet 29 think about his beloved? A. Source of beauty. B. Source of love. C. Source of despair. And D. Source of joy. So friends, correct answer will be option number D. Source of joy. Next question. Question number 29. What does the poem sonnet 29 celebrate? A. Love and God. B. Love and lark. C. Love and contentment. D. Love and sea. So friends, option number C will be correct answer, love and contentment. Next question. The first quatrain of sonnet 29 gives the reason for poets dash dash. A. Love and celebration. B. Discontent and his reaction. C. Love and talent. D. Beauty of sea and the beauty of lark. Correct answer will be option number B. Discontent and his reaction will be correct answer. Next question 31st. The poet hates himself and curses his fate because A. His wife goes to her father. B. He suffers of illness. C. He is threatened by wife. D. Deaf God. Heaven gives no response to his bootless cries. So friends, correct answer will be option number D. Deaf God. Heaven gives no response to his bootless cries. Next question. Why does the poet call the heaven deaf? Option A. Because there are numberless problems in his life. Because he or dash God never offer opportunities. C. Because he or God never listens his praise problems. D. Because the heaven is inanimate object. And friends, correct answer will be option number C. Because he or God never listens his prayers and problems. Question 33. Initially, the poet weeps over his outcast state. A. Happy over his fortune. B. Laments over his misfortune. C. Unhappy over his married life. And D. Laments over his love. So friends, correct answer will be option number B. Laments over his misfortune. Question 34. The second quatrain of sonnet 29. The poet wishes to have more. Options are these: hopes, good lucks, friends, talents, scope and opportunities. B. Foe and mishap, C. Sea and moon, and D. Misfortune and wives. So friends, correct answer will be option number 1. Hopes, good luck, friends, talents, scope and opportunities. Next question 35. Lacking of hopes, good luck, friends, talents, scope and opportunities makes the point A. Happy and satisfied, B. Happy and comfort, C. Happy and delightful, D. Lament, depressed, dejected, miserable and frustrated. So correct answer will be option number D. Lament, depressed, dejected, miserable and frustrated. Question 36. When or why does Shakespeare's mood change? When and why does Shakespeare's mood change? Option number 1. After thinking of his beloved or love, after thinking of heaven, after thinking of lark, D. After thinking of his parents. Correct answer will be option number 1. After thinking of his beloved or love. Next question. Happily I think on thee. Here thee means his. Option are as A. Friend, B. God, C. Beloved, D. Greek god. And friends, correct answer will be option number C. His beloved. Question 38. The poet compares his God, happy, joyous mood to a mood of option A. The Greek gods, option B. The lark, option C. The sea, and option D. The wind. Correct answer will be option number C. Option number B. The lark. Next question. Question number 39. The lark, name of bird, starts singing at break of day, arising morning. It goes away from sullen, sad earth and sings hymns, song at compound gate, B. Earth's gate, C. Hell's gate, and D. Heaven's or God's gate. Correct answer will be option number D. Heaven's or God's gate. So friends, next question will be poet, the speaker of the poem, sonnet number 29, compares his mood to because both are happy when they think differently. Blackbird, robin, C. A bird, lark, and D. Nightingale. Correct answer will be option number C. A bird, lark. Question number 41. The poet is to exchange his love with the wealth of kings. Option number 1. Not ready or disagree or not interested. Option number B. Ready or agree. Option C. Partially agree. And option number D. Interested. Correct answer will be option number 1. Not ready, disagree or not interested. Friends, question number 42. From sullen earth sings hymns at heaven's gate is an example of A. Personification, B. Simile, C. Hyperbole, D. Metaphor. And friends, correct answer will be option number 1. Personification. Next question. Happily I think on thee and then my state is an example of A. Personification and alliteration, B. Metaphor and personification, C. Simile and metaphor, D. Alliteration and metaphor. So friends, correct answer will be option number D. Alliteration and metaphor. Question number 44. The lark flies towards heaven to leave behind the sullen earth. Here, sullen earth describes the speaker's dash dash. Previous, past, misery, sorrow. B. Present misery. C. Last opportunity. D. Move towards deaf heaven. And friends, correct answer will be option number A. Previous, past, misery and sorrow. Question number 45. Like to the lark at break of day, arising is an example of A. Simile. B. Metaphor. C. Personification. D. Pun. So friends, correct answer will be option number 1. Like to the lark at break of day, arising is an example of simile. Question number 46. And traveled deaf heaven with my bootless cries is an example of A. Simile. B. Personification. C. Metaphor. And D. Onomatopoeia. And friends, correct answer will be option number B. Personification. Next question, question number 47. In sonnet 29, word state is an example of dash dash because it is used 3 times with the 3 different meanings. And friends, options are as A. Personification. B. Metaphor. C. Pun. D. Repetition. Correct answer will be option number C. Pun. In sonnet number 29, word state is an example of figures of speech pun because it is used 3 times with 3 different meanings. And friends, where the word one is used and represent many meanings, it is used for pun. Question number 48. In the poem Sonnet 29, the word state is used for A. Financial and social condition, mental state and kingdom. B. Poet's problem, mood of lark and mood of beloved. C. Deaf heaven, sullen earth and the sea. Option number D. Arrival of beloved, beauty of beloved and the mood of lark. And friends, correct answer will be option number A. Financial and social condition, mental state and a kingdom. Question number 49. The 2 different feelings, emotions or moods of the poet described in sonnet number 29 are A. Failure, discontent and joy, happiness. B. Success and grief. C. Sorrow and unhappiness. D. Unhappiness and failure. So friends, correct answer will be option number A. Failure, discontent and joy or happiness. Question number 50. Shakespeare is often called England's national poet and the A. Bard of London. B. Bard of Yorkshire. C. Bard of Scotland and D. Bard of Heaven. So friends, correct answer will be option number D. And friends, that's for all today. If you feel like the content useful, then don't forget to like the video as well as subscribe the channel. And friends, share with your friends. Hit the bell icon, then you will get the latest videos notification very fast. Thank you.